So I'm here with my friend Sasha, and we're here to talk about
all things makeup and purple.
yes, everything lavender, everything purple eyeshadows, purple lipsticks, what are different looks, what's in style, and we're also going to talk a little bit about our cosmetology experiences.
Yeah.
All right, so Sasha, she just graduated not so long ago, and she's building her brand on Instagram. So
yeah. So I went to Cosmetology School for about 8 months. It was a whole program. It had beauty, like makeup, it had body painting, it had hairstyling, and it also had special effects. And so I graduated like learning all of those, and it went really well. It was very in-depth, and the school was very like hands-on, and the teachers were very hands-on, and there's like literally nothing that I was confused in and I like didn't get it by the end of the day. Like everyone was very like, they knew exactly how to explain it, how to teach it. Like it was a wonderful experience, and the environment was so nice. Yeah.
So Sasha went to school in Vegas.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so it was very much like an application process, obviously, and you went through the application, you had to do certain makeup looks, and they give you like a little portfolio of makeup looks to do, and you recreate them, you send them in, and then they basically reach out to you. Before I did my application, I had done a tour, I scheduled a tour, and I already like knew it's a very high-tech school also. Like the things that we use and the products that we use are very up to date with not even the trends, but just like the quality, and it's very like high quality, high definition, like things like professional makeup artists. Like our kits were pretty expensive, every kit that they gave us. And yeah, so everything was really hands-on. Like we didn't have any like online homework, and only one of my classes had homework like that. The rest was just studying, and we took quizzes every single week, and then we took our final quiz for each class. So we took like 4 exams basically. And yeah, so it's a lot of like studying and vocabs, and we went a lot in depth. Like the most important thing that I think was like a major part, because they taught it in every single one of the classes before they ever went in depth about like the actual, like what the actual class was about, was sanitization, which is like super important.
And then another thing I wanted to talk about was when you had finished school, what did you finish school with?
So it was a certificate. It did say diploma on it, so it was a diploma because I finished school, but it didn't give me necessarily my cosmetology license because you have to apply for that. But I don't have to take the test for the cosmetology because like our school basically like fought for that, because it's like 8 months of intensive like programs that go like really in depth. So we fought for us to be able to just get our cosmetology license just by putting in our information that we completed the program and we completed our hours, and we only pay like a little fee and we get our license. Every year I can renew it also. So that's really how it works. And you don't necessarily, to be a makeup artist, like you don't need a license, because anyone can hire you off their free will. Like they could just contact you. So it's not something you need a license. But if you want to look more professional, if you want to work for agencies, if you want to, really get to that higher level, it is smarter to get like a license to have that background,
Yeah, exactly.
What did you guys get?
So we did get like a certificate of some type, right? And yeah, when you are in that world of trying to go ahead and become a stylist, you're definitely going to have to actually focus on what you have to do after school. Don't like socialize too much. Think about what are the resources you're going to need to actually start working to look like a professional, to establish yourself. Because I think that, you definitely have the upper hand when you look super polished. And then what I had ended up doing was I assisted at a whole bunch of salons in this area. And I kind of regret that. I think that I kind of lost my fire by giving so much into the whole assisting thing. I thought that, it would be smart to assist, but I actually thought that assisting was kind of a waste of my time, whereas I could have just saved my money and resources and just fully went into just doing it all on my own and figuring out how I exactly wanted to establish myself. So no regrets, but looking back on it, I think that I got tired because of the fact that, you know, I'm sitting here and I feel like I'm in limbo, and, you know, I'm dealing with all these salons and they all have their own agenda and they all want to groom a young girl just out of school, and they're all trying to not pay you and pay you as little as possible. And, you know, you find that you're wasting valuable time, and especially when your parents have helped you through school, you know, you only have so much time to really get everything together, you know. And then the salons, they lead you to believe that they're trying to help you, when really sometimes they're just trying to get what you as an assistant bring. Now they don't have to pay housekeepers. You're doing the towels and stuff like that for them. Now they don't have to pay for that to get done. You're knocking out all of the shampoo services, washing out the color. Now they're able to work a lot faster and take more clients and make more money. Not to mention that sometimes they don't have to tip you, and you're lucky if they'll throw you $20, even though the only reason they are where they are is because they have an assistant. They are saying they'll give you this amount of money, but also justifying giving you less than average because they're training you. They may even say, work with me because it's making me slower to train you. But that was the agreement, and what's the point in you being there if they're not training you? They may train you, but is it really organized? Is it really a class that they're giving you? Or is it just them telling you, hey, yeah, I'll train you? You know, so I had seen a lot of girls go through that. And that's why it really wasn't working for them, was because, you know, they got lost in that maze. So it's super easy for that to happen.
Yeah, I think I really appreciate my school for that, because they very much check up on you after school, and like they still offer you jobs and like bookings and agencies that are hiring and stuff like that. So they're very involved in like what we do afterwards. But it's also about us, and like us also like reaching out and doing our work and like trying to get ourselves out there and making sure we have that availability, and like we prioritize that, you know, if that's what we really want to do, because that's honestly like a really important thing, is like really finding and like searching for those things and like putting your name out there. They help us make like our own business cards and our own like websites and stuff like that. They give us a bunch of like different links. We had a whole day like set up for like career and like interviews, so like pretending like, you know, we were getting interviewed and they judged us and like a bunch of stuff. They had someone from MAC come in and speak and tell us what it's like to work for MAC, and like as a makeup artist at MAC, and the time that they take to do each makeup look, and like just things like that, and like selling products and things like that. So there's it's very diverse, and like there's a lot of variety of different things that they offer that they can help you look into, which is like what I really appreciate, because, you know, stepping into an industry like that that's so big and like it can go so far or so like little, you know, like there's no like there's a in between. There's so many things you can do, but it's scary putting yourself out there, especially like when you're so new at the industry, that it's nice to have like people having your back and wanting to see you do good, you know, and being present there for that process. So I really appreciate my school and my directors and stuff for that.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's super cool. So now we're gonna talk about lavender.